Hello everybody, Sexy Raccoon here, and I'm here with the Stanley Parable once again, and where we left off last time, we had to make a decision, either to listen to the narrator and go upstairs to our boss's office, or go downstairs. So let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm gonna go downstairs, just because I'm just a rebel. That's just who I am. Screw authority.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
What?
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment.
This game is
No
making me
reason at
crazy.
all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Somebody made a
For
mess.
example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
What?
He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief.
Oh my god, I'm in a loop! I'm in a
He
loop!
found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm
Hey,
still
the coffee's
lucid.
gone.
So, he imagined himself
no, there it is.
flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa!
Then
Oh!
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field.
Oh my
And
God.
it too
What?
appeared. It was so much fun. And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head?
Yeah, I've been
dictating
wondering that
everything
too.
that I'm
I
doing
think,
and
I
thinking?
guess I am crazy.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
Oh my god, this loop is never
He
ending!
doesn't have to take responsibility for himself. Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been.
I'd
in
rather
his
be
life.
restarted than continue this.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock.
Shut
to
up!
Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that
Damn,
he
we're
was
having a
in
dilemma here.
control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently,
No!
and he invited himself to wake up.
Oh.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought.
Are we actually asleep?
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue.
No, I don't
pushing
want to go back. I'm
buttons.
quitting. As soon as I wake up,
Please.
I am,
It's
you know,
all I
I'm giving
want.
them my 2 weeks. No, screw that. I'm
I
just going
want
to
my
leave.
apartment and my wife and my job. All
I have a wife?
want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything
You're
will
right.
be fine. I am okay.
Huh? I'm still here!
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell
Help
me.
me!
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Shit!
And everything went black.
Huh?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the f...
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She rose, got
We're
dressed,
playing a woman
gathered
now?
her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of
Oh
a man
no, is that
who had
me?
stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered
Well,
the
geez,
meeting
I'm
she
glad I
had
could help you.
scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Awkward. Did I win? Or are we restarting again? Holy shit. Oh, papers! Wow.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
What happening? Hello? Hello?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not
Whoa.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
Shit,
perfectly
I didn't mean to walk through
Perhaps
it.
he wanted
Damn
to stop
it.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay. I was gonna go through the left door, and I accidentally went through the right because I
Wow.
can't, I don't have a
Yes,
sense of direction
this
apparently.
room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
Nope.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Alright, we are back on track. Cool.
Yet there was not a single person
Yeah.
here.
Let's go up the
Feeling
stairs
a
now.
wave of
Up the
disbelief,
stairs. I bit my
Stanley
tongue.
decided
Ow.
to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hello! How about that raise we talked about?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But
Okay.
of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
Thank you,
code
narrator.
by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened
Oh.
passageway. Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
This is scary.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
Mind
that read,
control
"Mind
facility?"
Control facility.
Oh, come on! I'm curious. Hello?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Hey.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I do! I want to know! I've been here long enough! What do I do?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Yeah, I've
Each
seen
bore
this
the
already.
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many
Which one is
individuals
me?
reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Is it too late to go back? Yep, it is. Shit.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own
I'm actually
life
getting interested in
in
this.
someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Apparently.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Hell yeah.
For
Turn
he
this shit off.
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What happens if I turn it on? We'll turn it off. Hello?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won.
Ah!
Defeated the machine.
Freedom!
Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
I can see the
Freedom
sky.
was mere moments away.
Oh, you're gonna troll me, aren't
Even
you?
as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power.
Oh, hell yeah, let's just get the hell out of here. Screw this place.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone
Hurry
tell
up!
him to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yes. As soon as the damn thing hurries up. Okay.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation.
I'm gonna wake back up to my
immense
office, aren't I?
possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay! My voice cracked there. Did we finally win? Oh my god. Okay guys, I'm going to end it right there. Clearly there is many more options in this game to discover. But I'm going to end it right here. If you guys would like to see more of this game, just show your support, like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, this is the Sexy Raccoon signing off. Bye!